Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. So last time we just left the Marshwater Fort. That's where Ender killed the last of the rangers on the Marshwater Reneland. And now we are tasked with going to Bree and warn Strider about what Ender is doing. But we also have plenty of tasks still to complete in the Midgewater Marshes. So we are actually going to go first to Eldoswatmich, one of the hobbits, because I just realized that I forgot to accept one quest from him. So I'm gonna check what that quest is and turn in the quest for the Ailing Hound. And then we'll go back to the marshes and complete all the other quests that we have with him. Right now it is a lovely day here. And here we are, back with Eldoswatmich.
I'm sorry, my thoughts were elsewhere.
You brought me the fennel seeds. Good, good. Keep them here and I'll boil them up with the rest of this. There we go. Take this remedy to Gar and let him drink it. He may not much like it, but make sure he drinks it all the same. He should recover soon. And we have this quest, Widow's Farmhand.
Could I take a moment of your time?
This is a fine farm, wouldn't you say? Yes. Life has been kind to me. My only regret is that I haven't anyone to share it with. I think you might be able to help me if you are of a mind. The widow Froghorn lives up the hill to the west, and she is a fine lady, but she won't hear of me courting her. I've been sending letters to her for a while now, asking her to tea, to the dance, to watch over my dog, but she refuses every time. Now, Widow Froghorn, Asphodel is her right name, is always needing help around her farm. Maybe if you lend her a hand saying a kind word about me now and then, she'll change her mind. Go west up the hill, then turn south by the fence at the top. Her farm is at the crossroads. So, I was not expecting that one. I thought we were gonna get another quest for the Midgewater Marshes, basically. So yes, we'll need to check that one out. In the meantime, well, we can continue. I have sent a few crafting materials from some of my olds, but I think I will stick to leveling crafting off camera, as that can take quite a while. Maybe I can show you when I reach proficiency and mastery on each tier, but the whole process, that's a whole nother story. Right now, what else do we need to do? We are looking for greater sickleflies and Midgewater sappers, but I don't see any of those in here. Ah, okay, there's one. Alright. And I'm not sure why, but I think the audio is getting duplicated. I'm having some issues with audio basically, so give me just a moment and I'll check my audio settings really quick. Okay, that doesn't seem to cut it. I'm gonna pause the recording just a moment. Okay, sorry for that. Let's try it like this now. And let's continue looking for the sappers. Okay, and the sickle flies. Here's another one. Okay, so that's 2 wings. Here's the third one. And as you might remember, we are also making progress on the class dates that we have. That's 3 wings. And here's the last one. Okay, we have all the sickle fly wings now. We're only missing some sappers, but we can still kill some of those just to see if we can advance the Slayer Deed, at least the tier 1, and get some extra points and virtue XP. From what I remember, the greater sickle flighted, the sickle flighted on the Brilliant is not too difficult to get, as we only need to kill 20. So, just need to find some more sappers. Okay, here is another one. So I did check the class did wiki, as I was telling you in the previous episode. I remember there is a deed for ambush, but there's also a deed for critical strike. We are able to get the deed for critical strike right now. We will need to land a critical hit with the skill, but we can only use it after using ambush, and the class deed for ambush will take longer to unlock. So I don't know if start working already on some of those deeds, or if it would be better to leave the ambush and critical strike deeds to do them simultaneously. So we'll see. It's what I'm trying to say. Just that the last time I leveled a warden, I stopped using ambush and critical strike after a while, because I think you lose more time with the induction than what you actually get. Especially the way in which warden DPS, the position warden DPS is at the moment. You don't need ambush and critical strike as much as you did before. Okay, so we are still missing some sappers, but here's another one. And we can also... Well, we have gambits right now that hit a little bit harder than what we are using for the class hits, like Precise Blow and War Cry, but it's just... I mean, if you want to kill fast, then you will use those and maybe Offensive Strike. But if you want to get your hits done fast, then you need to use the other ones. We'll live, yeah, dot on the sickle fly. They are hitting harder than what I expected, so we are really close to leveling up, so hopefully we don't have any issues. Especially if you take good care of yourself. So that's it. All the sappers we needed. But there's a new sickle flying here. How many are we going? We're missing 6 sickle flies. I think we can get them before we leave the marshes, because I think after completing these quests we will be ready to return to Staddle. We have some pending quests on the town as well, and after we take care of all that, we can make our way to Bree finally, to the Prancing Pony, talking with Strider, and well, the world's about to open up a little bit more. You have dealt with those goblins? Well done, Beriathan. The goblins in the marshes are still a threat, but now they should be easier to deal with. You have my thanks, Beriathan, and now you have some more coin for your trouble. Perfect. Level 14, you got a new deed, the Indomitable, and oh, great, Forged March and Careful Step. Oh, this is so good. Induction 2 seconds versus 2 seconds, okay. I don't think you need to use Careful Step for... for any deed. At least it didn't activate, but it's good to be able to sneak around every once in a while, might come in handy. Let's check the deed. Achieve level 14 without falling in battle. Perfect, so just 2 more to go.
How can I be of service?
Good for you, Beriathan. Without the Marsh Queen, it will be a long time before the spiders once again pose a threat to the town. Now that I am satisfied that the menace of the Midgewater Marshes has been overcome, I lend a hand to raid with those goblins. If the beastly things come too near the town, I will be sure to let you know, Beriathan. One-handed axe versus this kind of wizardy hat. Great, so Brilliant Adventurer. And we got some traits for determination. Increase reputation with a man of Bree. Just 15 more quests. And LOTRO points. So let's slot determination. And let's start winning some more virtues. So we fill them up.
How can I be of service?
Those wings are just the kind that Sneakin' likes. You saved me some trouble hunting down those greater sickleflies. Now, here's a treat for you. I'll give you a key to my chest over there. I put all the treasures I find in the marshes in there. Maybe you'll find something you like. And the next time you take a pleasant stroll through the Midgewater Marshes, stop by and say hello. Look what the nice box brought you, Sneakin'. And there you go. Perfect. And what do we have here in the chest? Some coins and some essences. I think we'll just go with morale. Now, what else are we missing in here? Collect red lilies. And that's basically it. The rest of those quests are ready to turn in at Staddle. So, let's see if we're able to complete the sickle flight deed before leaving the marshes. We should also be really close to finishing one of the class deeds, the first class deed that we got, by using quick thrust 200 times. We'll be able to get that one completed. Alright, and we have Forced March. I had forgotten, but it's a godsend. It really is. And just for the sake of it, I'm gonna use that run speed boost so we can start freeing up some backspace. And well, 5% run speed is not too much, especially after you get the skill. At least I cannot tell that much of a difference. That sounded like a sickle ply, but since it was just... Here's one. Perfect. And now, just need to pick the red lilies. I think, yes, that's another horse slaying quest. Let us see. Here's one. Okay, so another lily over here. And finally, this one. Perfect. Okay, a nice sneak peek of Beriathan over there, but that's not our path, at least yet. Forgotten to get Carly down out. Sorry, boy. Let's get moving, you and I. Here is the Asphalt Brockhorn.
How do you do?
Who might you be? Another farmhand Eldo sent to help me? I don't need his help, thank you very much and good day to you. No matter how many times I tell him no, he just won't give up. I swear, there's only one thing he loves and it's those dogs he raises. If it doesn't bark or have a tail to wag, he doesn't know the first thing about it.
Could I take a moment of your time?
I must beg your pardon, but it's been a bit of a trial since I lost my Bodo. If you're here to lend a hand, I won't stop you. The pipe wheat is ready for harvest, so if you're still intent on helping out, you can bring it in. It's right there on the other side of my wheat field. But you should know that I'll not change my mind about all Eldo Swapmich. Okay, unexpected. Where's the pipe width? Over here? Not sure, but here we have Lily Underhill.
Hello?
If you are looking around yourself down in the South Chetwood, you likely notice all the big folk there. Now you know my secret, and I never said a word. Thank you for the flowers, Beriathan. They are lovely. Now you can tell Gummy Box that you know what I know. I hope you can find a way to help poor Falco. What is not our issue is a brigand issue. Beriathan has expertise with both, anyways.
Okay.
Big folk! But enough the men in Archet burned their town, then ran into the Chetwood. I didn't know that there were some near here. Oh, Falco, whatever are we to do with you? Let's pick the shoes.
Say, might I have a word with you?
Okay, so this is a fellowship quest. Should we try this? I think you should speak with Falco again. Maybe those mysterious trespassers are responsible for ruining his poor garden. His farm is southwest of here. Quickly, return to him and tell him what you learned. I hope the old fool will be more helpful to you this time. So... alright. Maybe we can if we use some of these boosts. Though I'm not sure. Or if we level up to level 15, we can use these essences. But anyway, where's the pipe weed? It's in this field, but where? I don't see it. Maybe further north? No. At this point, I think I'm gonna tell the widow to handle it herself. I forgot where this pipe width is supposed to be. A pipe width. Yeah, not so difficult, was it?
A lovely day, isn't it?
I see you've harvested quite a bundle of pipeweed. You have my thanks. A helping hand is appreciated, no matter where it comes from. You say Eldo is a good solid hobbit? You would say that, I suppose, being his employee. Asphodel takes the pipeweed and hands you a folded sealed note. Take this back to your good solid friend and don't read it. I don't think we can. Ah, we can. What does it say? Mr. Swapmich, I trust that you are well, and I thank you for sending someone to help out around my farm. Those bears have become most unfortunate, but not as unfortunate as you, sir. I must regretfully yet forcefully refuse your many recent proposals of courtship. I must ask that you abandon this pursuit and bid you good day. Asphodel Froghorn. Sorry, man.
I'm sorry, my thoughts were elsewhere.
Your bag, how did it go? What's this? Refused again? Well, I'm not going to give up. If you go back and tell her some more of my good qualities, I'm sure she'll reconsider. I'm sure of it. Did you mention how hardworking I am? I am an honest fellow and good to my dogs. They say you can judge the worth of a hobbit by how he treats his dogs, and I treat mine like royalty. You go help her out around the farm some more, and be sure to mention that. Like royalty.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Yeah, I think we can skip this. Right now I don't feel like playing Wingman for a hobbit. We'll just move on. Let's see if we can help Falco. I think we shouldn't have any issues. As much as it says it's a fellowship quest. Let's see.
A
lovely day, isn't it?
Misery me, you found me out. I made a deal with those wicked ruffians. They promised me not to ruin my crops if I paid them. I did for a while, but when I stopped they were true to their word, such as it is, and they ruined my lovely garden. They said their leader would be very unhappy with me if I didn't pay them, and not just that, they said he'd burn down the whole town. I heard that happened up Archway, and now I'm worried it'll happen to Staddle too. I know I should have said something sooner, but I was so afraid. This sharky they're trying to impress sounds fearsome. Perhaps Constable Bulger can help you stop them. Let's go tell him at once. His house is southeast of here. It's not too far. You remember there was some fighting with brigands by doing this quest? I mean, we needed to protect some of one of these hobbits.
Just a moment.
Aye. Told ya. Old Falco has put us in a tough place, sure enough. The Black Wolves have been lurking about the Chetwood for a while now, but they seem to be getting a little bolder since this Sharky showed up. They've started pushing folks like Falco about. Perhaps we can put an end to that here. All we can do now is wait. Battle shall never be yours. You're right, my boy. Though I'm missing my battle preparation to be able to. Let's grab aggro from these brigands first. Yep. Oh. Thank you, whoever that is. Wood Witch, I think. Yeah, Wood Witch. Sorry, Wood Witch. Thank you so much. You saved me some trouble. But well, it said fellowship, but it was perfectly solvable. Anyway, we can get back to Falco.
Hello there.
The ruffians have been driven off. They won't be coming back. Oh, thank you, friend. Please accept this small token of my gratitude. I will do my best not to mess with Sharky's men again. Protecting my garden is not worth destroying my lovely town. Please tell everyone how very, very sorry I am.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Okay, that's the last one. Now that Constable Bulger is safe, I can tell you more of the story. Jasper Mudbottom is the Black Wolf that came to me and got me to help them. Since then, I felt terrible and the farm has suffered as my guilt grew within me. Jasper used to live here in Staddle, but joined with the Black Wolves, returning shortly before Archet burned. When he came back he was changed, something very different about him, stronger and mean-spirited. If you stopped him, I might be able to get back to growing the best pipeweed in all of Breland. Jasper lives in that fort south of here beyond the Yellow Tree. He'll be too strong for you to face alone. I'm not too sure about that, we'll see. But let's get the herbal remedy to Gar. Okay, and yeah, we have a couple quests more to turn in here.
Can't a body be left alone?
This is my pipeweed. Thank you very much, Beriathan. I knew these good-for-nothing Black Wolf villains were trying to make off with my prized crop. At least I have these plants back, but what if they come back and try to steal the rest of it?
Might I speak with you a moment?
If we don't do something, the Black Wolf brigands will keep stealing my pipeweed, Beriathan. They sneak into my field under cover of darkness and take as many plants as they can carry. But if you can catch them in the act, you might be able to put some fear into them. My pipeweed field is on the hill above Eldoswatmichholm, east of Staddle, right near the western edge of the Midgewater Marshes. You ought to be able to handle them by yourself. The thieves try to steal from me day and night, so you'll want to keep watch for them, and if you see their leader, take care of him as well. Very well. Deliver this to Gar. Gar sniffs at the herbal remedy and then laps some of it up. He slowly drinks the rest of the mixture. Longo looks at you expectantly.
Oh, woe is me.
That remedy should make him feel a lot better. Good boy, Gar, that'll do it. You must have eaten something that disagreed with you, that's all. Here, you can wash that remedy down with... Hey now, what's this? I drew this water from the town well this morning, but it sure smells odd. Is this what made Gar sick?
Might I trouble you for some help?
I think there is something wrong with the water in the town well, Beriathan. It certainly smells peculiar, that's for sure, and would explain why Gar has been feeling poorly. Could it be that something has gotten into the well and poisoned the water? That would be terrible, but it seems likely. Go and tell Lily Underhill. We can't have people drinking from the well until we can clean the water somehow. Lily lives over yonder, east of Buck's farm. And here we have Watcher Redwit.
Greetings.
You have done very well, Beriathan, very well indeed. I reckon the goblins will be unable to mount an organized attack on the town without the leadership of those goblin chieftains. You have performed a great service for both men and hobbits, Beriathan, and I'm sure the town of Staddle is in your debt. Now, Bree must know of our... well, I suppose it really is your great victory. Nothing too good to get here.
Could I speak with you a moment?
You see, the Watchers and I have been stationed in Staddle for only a short time to see to the defense of the little folk here. What with all the trouble we feared Archet and Combe had, it seemed a wise thing to defend Staddle, especially since its crops feed much of Brilliant. My superior, Second Watcher Hitstraw, should know of our victories and that Staddle appears to be safe, at least for the moment. I dare not leave my post though, so could I ask you to bring my report on the Second Watcher Hitstraw in Bretown? It will probably be near the Borough Fountain. Just head north up the road towards Cobb and turn left at the signpost. And what does this report say? Captain Hitstraw, things go well in Staddle. The town has had to deal with minor threats from the Black Wolves as you expected, but a more surprising threat was discovered in the Marshes. Goblins. Fortunately, thanks to the efforts of the bearer of this note, the town is safe from these vile beasts. The goblins appear to have been led by the chieftains Gerstas and Gersram. These creatures, though, were defeated, and without their leadership, the remaining goblins are now scattering to the far corners of the marsh. At your service, Guard Redwit.
Is there something I can do for you?
Longo thinks the well is poisoned. I don't know, it seems a bit far-fetched. Perhaps he is just imagining it. No. Longo is many things, but a fool he is not. Who could have done such a terrible thing? I have an idea how to fix things, but I'll need your help to make the water safe to drink.
Please, stay a moment.
There is a wise woman named Willowsong who dwells by the Silverwater Spring. She may know a way to clean the befouled water. Draw a bucket of water from the well and bring it to her. Perhaps she'll know what to do. Take the road east from the town square to the Widow Froghorn's farm, then south to Constable Bolger's house. The Silverwater Spring is southeast of there. But first, we are also gonna take care of the brigands. They should be right over here. Vance Whitman, there he is. So, completed. Efficient Trust, perfect. And we just discovered Class Deeds Tier 2. Check that in just a moment. Let's take care of this guy. Oh god. The stuns are so annoying. Well, that's two. And the third one is right here. Okay, that should be enough to kill him. And now we can go back And check our deeds as well. So, got 5 LOTRO points. We need to complete Shield Trickery and Deadly Insult, but that's gonna take a little bit longer. What else do we have here? Know your enemy, strike with code. Skillful blocking, skill and power, worry blocks. Yeah. Let's get this text and the Atlas Essence. And let's leave those trophies over there. You know what? Let's loot them. All those that we have in big numbers so we can start working on our task deeds as soon as we get to Bree. But for now, let's turn this one in.
How rude!
You put a stop to those black bolts, Beriathan. I'm glad to hear it. I think the brigands will get a message to stay away from my pipewit from now on, thanks to you. Here, take these coins. Oh, 5 agility. Let's take the boots. Oh, but I don't have enough space for that. Let's equip these gloves that we got. And let's also, well, we can destroy this Artes, I think.
It's been a foul day, it has.
Okay, now what else? We can equip this bracelet instead of this one. And I think that would be it. And maybe the boots. Little less armor, but a little bit extra agility. Now that we're here,
Need
let's
something? Speak up.
let's sell up this too. Yeah. I don't know if I should sell that food. That should be enough. Now we need to draw water from the well. And take that all the way to the pond. The spring, actually. Right. Okay, so here it is, the spring.
Hail, friend, and well met.
This water smells most foul. Tell me, man, why have you brought it to me?
Mind my words, traveler.
I do not know who would do such a thing to the good folk of Staddle, but I know a remedy to cleanse the poison from their well water. Bring me some handfuls of the white flowers that grow near the yellow tree southwest of the spring. The blossoms possess a cleansing virtue that will purge the poison from the well. The yellow tree was a place of peace in times past, but now it is home to fearsome creatures. You must be courageous if you are to collect the flowers I require. So we can pick the flowers and go look for Jasper Mudbottom. He should be on these ruins over here. Dorset Oaks. I don't remember that NPC. Okay. Very well. We'll bring you the flowers in just a moment, but let's look for Jasper Mudbottom. I think this should be enough, or should get us pretty close at least, or the Brigand Slayer did. But before I enter these ruins, oh, come on. Very well. That should be it. On the other side. Is this? Yeah. Okay, so let's take care of the guy. Let's hit them with all the AoEs we have. A couple buffs as well. And that's it. Quite simple, actually. Look through here. And make our way over to the picture. And hopefully this should get us level 15, I hope. Have here flashlight candle. That might be useful later. And these ones too. Okay.
Greetings to you.
Yes, these are just what I needed. This will take but a moment. The water was indeed poisoned, but the blossom of these wild flowers will drive the poison away.
You may be of service to me.
Good, you have brought the flowers I need. The evils of man tainted this water with poison. The power of nature will make it pure once more. Now return this bucket to Staddle and pour its contents into the well. The water inside will retain its curative properties and drive out any remaining poison. Be careful, these lands are wild and home to many dangerous beasts. There we go. Really close now to the well, and then we'll turn this quest with good old Falco. I think this should be it for this Poison Water questline. I don't think there's much to be done after this.
Please, leave me to my sorrow.
After all that trouble, you just pour the dirty water back into the well? I don't understand. Longo sniffs the well water, then takes a sip. The water is sweet. Lily always told me we could trust Willow's song, and it seems that she was right. I'll tell everyone the well is safe to drink from again. Thank you, Beriathan. Very well. We'll equip these leggings that do look a little bit better than those pink ones we had previously. We don't need to bother about that anyway, since we have a really good outfit to cover all of that.
A lovely day, isn't it?
I cannot thank you enough, Beriathan. I had thought Gamibok's nosy ways would just bring more trouble on me, not fix them. I owe so many people here in Staddle apologies. It will take me a while to draft enough letters saying so, but I will see it done. We'll get an earring that's not too much use. Falco's helmet. Let's take the shirt. Perfect. Now we got one class trait point and some passive skills. What is it all about? So okay, extra damage from those weapons in there. But what's really important is our class trait point. We unlock plus 10% spear gambit damage. So that would be depth strike, taboo, and offensive strike. Stop here.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
Excuse me a moment, but I could beg a favor of you. I have this work order for materials and labor over in the Bree community that I need delivered immediately to confirm our work dates with the purchaser. I know this isn't much notice, but I can pay you well for your trouble. I just need you to take this to Nan Henwood over by the gates of the community a little way southeast of here, east of those old ruins. So, yeah, the building homestead quests, I don't think we need those. We'll just go talk to Heatstraw and then to Strider. On to Breeland at last. You have the look of an adventurer about you, friend. If that be so, the people of Breeland have need of your strength and your cunning, your wit and your wisdom. There was a time I would send you to the Major of Bree, the better for you to become acclimated to our town, but that time is past. Too many dangers pressing upon us for you to spend your time chatting with the town officials. Too many villains threaten the good folk of Breeland for you to tour the city. Already I have used up too much of your time in conversation, when you could be helping good people who need the assistance. If there is one man who knows everything that happens in Breeland, that man is surely Barleyman Butterbur, proprietor of the Prancing Pony. He hears all that goes on. The real test will be sifting through his speech for what he needs doing first, but I'm sure you will be up to the challenge. Find him inside a pony atop the hill on the northern side of Bree. He will tell you where you might start helping the people of Breeland, and we will all be the better for your services. Previously, when you first enter Breetown, you would be sent to the Major, and the Major would send you on a real long tour on the town so you could get to know the Prancing Pony and all the different services Bree had to offer. This was changing, what was it, 2013? When Bree was revamped? Anyways, we just need to talk to Commander, Second Watcher Heatstraw. There he is.
What do you need?
Well met, traveler. Your help is needed in Britain. We should speak more on the matter.
How can I be of service?
Lolo used to come here often, he did. Good stout little fellow. Good barker and good seller he is. Strange for a hobbit, it's true, but then again they say that most hobbits living around here is queer. His information is correct though. Bree's seen its share of new blood recently, and not all have been your quality. If you need work, I'm certain that I can find you something. Completed into Bree. Oh, perfect. Got that deed as well. So, deeds of Brilliant. I don't think we will complete that one before moving on, but anyways. Once again, we're just unlocking some virtues to unlock a few bonuses. I think we can level confidence too.
How can I be of service?
You bring word from the watchers in Staddle. Very good, very good. I'll take a look at the report if you please. You bring good tidings. Goblins were a most unexpected threat, but it seems you dealt with them most expediently. And a good thing too, my men are spread too thinly to defend against all the dangers that have been rising up lately. You have my thanks again. Perhaps you may find work here in Bree as well. Well, sure will. This is another housing quest. Oh, but there we have it. Tasks. What are the task items we have here? Blackened field. Yes, we have one. Broken hatches. I don't think we do. Mostly car passes. Yes, we do. Wet fur, wet skin, worn sword sheets. No, I think. Yeah, this one we don't. Not yet, at least. Yeah, not enough to be able to turn in a task. But let's get this to.
What can I do for you?
Okay. Well, today's Wednesday. I don't know if I should accept this, but.
Greetings.
We have the deed. The Alban Connor. This one will take a while. And do black and field. I think that's it. There are no tasks for broken daggers or sword sheets, which is a shame. We'll need to see if we can get more task items before calling it a
What do
day.
you need?
For now, let's just get to the pony and get moving with the epic story. And now that we're here in Bree, let's map our milestone to the pony as well.
How can I be of service?
Oh, hello, and welcome to the Prancing Pony, the pride of Bretown and the surrounding lands. Are you here for news or for nutrition? We have both and plenty to spare. You are an adventurer, unless I miss my mark, and that happens but rarely. So, is it news then? There is no shortage of that, I tell you truly, and most of it bad. Listen well, my new friend, and you will hear some of what ails us in Brilliant. Investigate some of these leads and you will find adventures wherever you go and turn some of the bad news to good. My friend Atsu Haybank is a hobbit, a good sword, and he dreams of building an inn upon the road west of Bree. No easy task that, take it from one who knows. But I wish him well and have done what I can, and if you will see to him and lend him some assistance, I will have done more. He has a camp on the road west of Bretown on the way to Buckland. Buckland, that reminds me, don't you know it, there is trouble afoot there as well. You know that Bretown is home to both hobbits and men, of course. Well, Buckland is home to hobbits only, but I would count them as neighbors as well, of course. It seems they have had some trouble with going on in the old forest. If you speak with Selland in Brandybog, a sweet young lass who lives away in Buckland, you are certain to hear about that forest trouble. Everyone has their hands full, whether they be tall or small. Oh, did I ask you to speak with old Greenberg yet? There is hustle and bustle aplenty, and one thing drives out another, even if you are uncommonly sharp like yours truly. Greenbrier is the chief watcher, and he maintains a post on the road north of Bretown. I understand he has had some trouble with brigands of late. Go see him and help him with the outlaws, and you'll be doing brilliant a service. That should be enough for starters, my friend. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should see to the needs of the host. Food and drink bring songs and compliments, and both bring further custom. So we'll go talk to Celandine again. Will she remember us?
One thing drives out another.
Well now, what is it I can do for you today? So agility. This one is good. Yeah, let's get the sword.
One thing drives out another.
So many people coming and going these days. There is one guest though, and one I'd rather do without. But Coin keeps a room and he comes with coin enough to pay a bill. Rudin Sword likes the darker corners of the inn and speaks to none. Most people are a bit afeard of his ilk. Barleyman lowers his voice. He's one of them rangers, he is. Calls himself Strider. From the common room, turn left down the hall. Keep on until you can only go right. Follow straight down the hall until you are at the foot of the stairs. The Strider is in the room to the right of the stairs. And yeah, that's all the quests from Barleyman bathroom. We'll equip the sword. And maybe this bracelet. Okay, so this seems a good place to call it a wrap for today's episode. On next episode we'll go talk to Strider and continue our search for Amdir, as well as helping the people of Breland. But until then, thank you once again for watching Citadel Guard Adventures. Please leave a comment with all your suggestions, subscribe if you would like to like the content and get notified when a new video comes your way. And that would be it for the moment. Stay safe, take care, see you soon.